Newcomers to the world of manga have a lot of great options when it comes to what they want to read. Here are some of the best mangas for newbies to get hooked on. These are just some of the best mangas to get you started in your manga journey. Looking for the best one to read? This is the list where you can get the addictive ones from the beginning. These recommendations are for those who are starting out with their first manga or are looking for something new to read. We have everything. Literally everything. This is a list of mangas that will do everything for you, from best mangas to the favorite mangas to different varieties. So stay, and we'll pull you in from the start and keep you coming back for more. Let's begin. Number 10. We have My Wife is a Demon Queen. Not my actual wife though. I would recommend this to anyone who likes the overpowered or smart MCs. What can you see in My Wife is a Demon Queen? Well, you have the classic isekai with a normal human being who is transferred to another world because of a ring. That seems cliche, and you are thinking about an overpowered MC with a hidden power. The MC is just a normal boy. He won't shine with magic spells nor with swordsmanship. In fact, he has no magicka at all, unlike the Demon Queen who's perfect in both. MC will become what they call smiths and craftsmanship. To summarize, the MC will draw, and by thinking about the mechanism of what he is drawing, he can create objects. Kind of like the DC Universe's Green Lantern. I recommend this one to you all. Number 9. Second Life of a Gangster. Because every gangster does. This is a really good one. The MC is actually very interesting, and the idea of a path of redemption is actually original. I think this will be a very, very good manga. It's interesting how he is trying to correct all his mistakes, and there are already 2 potential love interests. Age 41, Jung Seuk, a man who did all kinds of misdeeds and put his life on the line for the organization to gain the highest position. But who knew the end of his life would be so miserable? Jung Seuk's virtuous living project starts now, one by one. Number 8. The Tutorial Tower of the Advanced Player. I think this is a very interesting manga. At first glance, the premise seems like your classic overpowered MC story. While it is true the MC is extremely strong, this manga does have a great job utilizing the character. There are moments of comedy, drama, action, and much more. However, the story is still kept great throughout it. Additionally, the art is also very good and the action scenes are done quite well. The characters are very funny and have a great personality. I would highly recommend this manga, and after being trapped for 12 years in a tower full of regenerating monsters, Hyunwoo Kim is more powerful than just about any human or monster on Earth. Now that he's free, he's determined to find out who was behind his imprisonment, even if that means he has to kill hordes of monsters and inadvertently save the world along the way. Number 7. Overgeared. Overall, the plot is engaging. Read it! The beginning is slow, and the main character is not really smart, but as time passes, the main character personality becomes more and more interesting and apparent. Interesting concept: Shin Young-woo, an unlucky man in a life of low-level player in the popular VR game Satisfy, finds a powerful item that earns him a rare legendary class title, Pagma's Successor. He's now a skilled blacksmith who can forge unique weapons and equip the game's most powerful gear. Grid resolves to use his new abilities to achieve his fame and fortune, but as his very existence begins to stir up trouble and Satisfy, he realizes that life as a legend may be more than he bargained for. Number 6. The Player That Can Level Up. Honestly, I like this one, but at the same time, it's kind of bugging me a little bit. He's still a lot weaker than higher rankers. Kim Gi-gyu awakened as a player at the age of 18. He thought his life was on the track to success, climbing the tower and closing the gates. But even after clearing the tutorial, he was level 1. He killed a goblin a day and was still level 1. Even after 5 years, he was still level 1! Who would have thought that this kind of player would exist? No one knew. The webtoon seems really interesting. It really reminds me of solo leveling, of the weakest character turning up to be the strongest one. The art and the characters are also pretty interesting, so you gotta give this one a try for sure. Number 5. Villain to Kill. Ah, you've seen this one on the list before. This is not bad at all. It's fun. It's DOP without being obnoxious. You can expect the art to be good. These are two kind of people with special abilities. The villains, who are driven by evil desires, of course, and psychers, who pursue justice and work against villains. Cassian Lee is a very powerful psyker with a good heart, but one day when he visits his friend in Greece, things take a wrong turn. Following an unexpected chain of events, Cassian ends up in a body of a Korean high school boy who has just become a villain. Will his sense of justice win in the end, or will he end up becoming a cold-blooded villain? Find out next, and soon. Number 4. Taming Master, eh? Jin Sung may look like your average college student, but in the harsh VR world of Kalian, he's Ian, a mighty level 93 archer. So when he finally, suddenly I guess, resets his character, everyone thinks he's totally nuts. What they don't realize is that Jin Sung has unlocked a powerful new hidden class. Now, taming monsters is tough, and leveling up is a slog, but when his VR-loving teacher threatens to fail him, Jin Sung has just 2 months to level up and achieve glory as the one and only Taming Master. If you like Overgeared, I would definitely recommend reading this as it has many similarities like hidden class OPMCs. Number 3. Ranker Who Lives a Second Time. The concept is unique and the story is exciting. Yoon-woo's brother disappeared years ago and he's devastated to learn of his death. As he copes with his loss, he's given a pocket watch and learns there's more to his brother's death. He was betrayed while competing in the Tower of the Sun God. Now it's Yoon-woo's turn to use the knowledge his brother left behind. Can Yoon-woo navigate that world and gain enough power and experience to reach the top of the tower, defeating his brother's enemies and all those who stand in his way? The art is pretty good, and I'd say it's above average too. The fights look pretty good too. It's a mixture of solo leveling and the Tower of God, and even a little bit of Sao, but not exactly like any of them. I love the protagonist because he's rough and overpowered, but gets moved with emotions. Number 2. Leveling with the Gods. This is definitely a must-read. It reads quite similar to Ominous and Reader and Second Life Ranker, but it has its own unique elements to it. The MC is an absolute badass, and the action scenes are all extremely thrilling. Within the first 20 chapters that I've just binge read, I can confidently say that this will be nice. As of right now, it is really good. It has a pretty good art style, a well-developed story, and the characters are fairly entertaining as well. If you have a chance to give it a read because it's something you might really like, it's like a cultivation isekai manga into one. Not a naive, stupid, irritating one, but just hard to watch. You get the OP who's cool and got that hidden knowledge type of MC, you know. It's action-packed as well. Entertaining and has a great plot so far, so you should read it. Number 1. The Boxer. This is one of the best sports mangas that I've ever read. The story is very interesting and I have no complaints. For starters, just when the story starts, it shows the backstory of the starting villain instead of the protagonist. Next, you can see that the protagonist has a reason for doing all that he is doing, not just fighting to fight. The art style is very important and simple as well, yet it fits the story and the characters are well drawn into it. You've got the raw talent, or you're the underdog. But do you have the heart? Do you have what it takes? Let's see what you're made of. The real fight. What was that? I'm kidding. The real fight starts now. Overall, the best sports manga that I've ever read, so you guys gotta check it out too. No, for real, I recommend it, for real. That's all for today. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please do give this video a like and share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe for more Top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zeta Khan, and I am the voice of the voiceless. See ya!